Yeah, it's not even going to throw in this video to software edit. Not even doing it. Not. I'm gonna fucking present this, and you know what it is. You know how I be presenting some of my content. If I add no software to it, I really don't do anything. Just beat, press, record. It's the standard, you know? It's VHS. You're watching a VHS. VHS, yeah. It might be. Whoa, how did I do that? VHS, that's how. Please be impressed. I know you're impressed with my VHS. Presented VHS. But what I'm getting at realistically and seriously, because I know what's happening. It just keeps happening, and it keeps getting worse, because there's no one like me who knows how to get over themselves enough and be satisfied regardless. Doesn't matter, I'm satisfied. I'm a loser. I live with my mom. For all you know, though, like, maybe just I have a master plan, and I'm doing so at free will. I have a fucking bank account that's definitely chocked full in the savings with nearly over $2.2 million. I don't fucking give a shit. Like, I'll die, not touch that. I don't need it. Find $1,000 on the ground cash, my mood's not going to. Makes no difference. My brain knows, with the utmost level of initiative, maturity, that money anywhere, if it's in my bank account, there it is, Leon. I know the login password. See, right here, now this is my money. So is that amount, that's my name, duh. Not what I think. It's not possible for someone to own money. I would say over an amount of, at the maximum, like 2 stacks, $2,000. If you have over $2,000, like, you are so cool. Like, you are the shit. People owe you an explanation. We'll drop down and give you 20 on the spot. Thank you for letting us, taking a break. You definitely own humans, that's for sure. Oh yeah, you own that money. You'll get away with it too. You're never gonna pass away, so when you do, like, you just be like, remember that Leon guy? Like, well, here I am, I got away with it. But, like, I tried to help you. If you have $2,000, if you really think, like, no, but what about this and that? Like, what about it? If you have $2,600 and you don't throw 140 of it just cause, pulled right out of my ass randomly, take 140 all ones and sprinkle them all up and down the sidewalk, multiple neighborhoods, why not? why not? Because if someone doesn't do that, like they really just keep going about their pattern that's so typical and repetitive and predictable. Like, it may not be blaring in your face with like bold text, capital letters, English, but it's beyond the point. It's true. Like, you're supporting pressure, you're supporting problems, you're permitting violence and struggles where there doesn't really need to be, wouldn't really, break your balls to fucking do anything of that nature, or even $5. Like, just put it in your head and get it in a habit till you okay, like, set a budget for money that you were just going to, attack, like, destroy that habit, like, because it's growing and can only be weakened from people doing that. Like, the answer's right there. Like, you could save society overnight. It wouldn't be a problem the next day. It would be a whole different color horse. The shade would be totally different. There'd be so much pressure released out of the atmosphere. But you have to really have a heart that has as much volume as a large brain that you also happen to have, which it's too rare. You never see that. It doesn't exist. Like, I don't know how I ended up with a matching size brain that's identical to the volume of my heart, but I've got it. Well, let's go ahead and make sure I'm following the same rules as everyone who doesn't have that. Yeah, because we like real drama, I guess. Like, you guys like real drama. I don't know what to do, and I fear that eventually, like, there could be some type of, maybe, I don't even know, I don't want to call it, some type of civil war, modern day. I just feel like, all of the white people who, I guess, fall under the same category as me, technically, it makes me feel obligated to, since Biden isn't doing it, like, I have to apologize on Biden's and the entire Caucasian or white community. Just my sincere apology. There isn't really a way I have no leadway in, because it's just that bad. Like, it's too bad for me to even get into the cycle to help fix it, like, because at some point I'm going to be stopped by a white person. They're going to need to see, like, some ID. They'll do their standard, like, little check. Maybe it'll be background, but where's your GED? You don't have a doesn't even have a diploma on things he wants to. and that's what I mean. Like, I apologize. Like, there's nothing I can do. Like, these white people won't get over themselves. Like, all of them are just like, no, you, come on, get with the program. You know the rules. They don't know how. Being creative doesn't just have to do with, imagining and creating something on the spot and using time to like write and really just establish something creative pulled out of thin air. It doesn't even have to do with that. Like, there's an inverted form of creativity, and that is like learning how to either subtract the knowledge from your head, like behave and move forward in a way that suggests that you don't know or you forgot about some certain aspect of something that everyone knows, like it in the back of your head, but like that day you decide, I don't know that. Oh, that's right, I am white, huh? Like, whoops. Ooh. Everyone's happy though, like we saw the day. Okay. Right now I'm white again. Now I remember. Like, it doesn't hurt to just one day just, hey, ho. Hi. I'm Graham Wellington. Yes. I believe my father, a friend of his, he studied at the same, you do? Well, yeah, we were from the same institution. Well, boy, I'd say that was a long time ago. I'm Graham Wellington. Like, you're totally free to just be like, A, or like, oh shit, well, what's her name, yeah, bro. Or just be like, it's not gonna destroy anything. Buildings aren't gonna burn down if you literally just start saying words, narrating from a third person. Like, if it were really up to me, I would make sure society knew to like get the fucking pressure out of here. But like, no more first person through your own eyes speech. Like, look at yourself like how you are seeing me right now. That should be how I'm seeing me. Like, look what a dumbass I look like. Am I joking? Why am I wearing that on my head? Do I think like there isn't a program I need to be getting with? Like, what is convincing me it's okay to just dress this way? What nerve I have. Or better yet, like, is it with the third person? Hi. Look at him standing there, Leon. Idiot. Third person. Third world. But I've stated my white population apology, and it's quite frankly not even a joke. I know pretty much from my past, like, whenever I even am seen, like, as soon as someone even sees my face, they just start laughing. But I'm serious as a fucking Twin Tower touchdown fucking terrorist ass fucking news report that if you keep addressing something as anything, you are ultimately the decider of who someone is. So, in theory, you could round up a group of 30 decently dressed white people with their presentable attire, and they all are just going on and on about how impressive I am, and if I had the ability, like if I was pretty much the majority of people who don't know how to teach that very subject that I just was, like I would instantly have my self-ego boosted up, and I would magically just be more capable. I would screw my speech up when I'm talking a lot less. You would hear so many less ums and me having to like pull like something out and fold it, and it leads me to who our current American president, Mr. Joe Biden. This isn't like an opinion. This is the United States of America, and it doesn't matter if he goes up there in front of the whole nation like that American president who had the courage to get up there and speak his new language for us. We still stand one nation, indivisible, with a shit ton of liberty. Not, providing even more for the common defense, establishing so much justice and liberty, and it's really just up to the whole society. We are Biden. That's us. Like, help us, him. Like, we're one person, maybe. Or look at me and listen to what I'm saying. Wacko. Here he said, no. Pretty sure I'm my own self. Thank you very much. I am an independent. Well, whatever it is, go with that. You are that. I'll support whatever you say you are. I'll help, make your delusions strengthened. Not even call them delusions either. And be serious. I got fucking video editing software. I can make a whole movie that supports your theory of whatever you think it is. If you even have a voice to speak and you have opinions and ideas, I haven't noticed anyone besides myself. I have to wonder, because I know there's nothing stopping at this point with the availability of YouTube and the fact that everyone's got a fucking device. Really, anyone and everyone, in theory, could pick their device up and just point at themselves. I am the president of the United States of America. I've been that for a week. Don't you remember? Last week, I know Congress, all of them, like Nancy Pelosi stated at a press conference recently, the Senate and political words party. Now, I'm not no fucking Republican, you know what I'm saying, but eventually we had, CNN, ABC, NASDAQ, Dow Jones, and said this is more of a city. And you know what I'm saying? Like I'm Leon Sheeter, and I hope that you approve of this message. I know I do. I approve of this message. Brought to you by the Homeland, Houseworld, Republican.com, member FDIC, ICFD, bow. As silly and funny and ridiculous as I may seem sometimes from time to time, like what I'm delivering messages usually that delivering a comedy sense is the lowest priority. Like, it's not what I'm after. I mean that. Hannity on Fox News. He just goes to town saying Biden is horrible. What is wrong with him? Did you hear how? I'm pretty sure he's gonna have to resign. Good going. Like now he might actually, maybe. You definitely added much more percent to that total probability by saying that. Like people just white people don't know how to like act different from the reality. Like how to practice a little bit of political psychosis. You know what I'm saying? Like I've explained it before. My shirt, it's orange. You can clearly see some kind of blue, whatever sheet or tapestry hung up behind me, and there's clouds on it. Obviously, like, are you mistaking? I know that whole sheet right there. It's red, all red. Got it. Everything that it said was perfect, and I don't believe it needs replaced. And I just really wish I had the means and the necessary resources that I needed to just communicate in some way to Biden. He needs to hear my voice. He needs to know that he does way more than an acceptable job at what he does. If Hannity wants to talk that shit like that he does, like, why don't he just point a finger up at his head? He's on Fox News, he's dressed like one, like, just point at himself, just, I am the president, like, you've got better, like, you know better, like, what do you mean he's gonna have to resign? I thought you were the president. Like do the math. Is that actually Hannity's opinion? Like, doesn't he know like how to? Or is that Fox News' idea? Like someone who's not on camera, feeling that humility or embarrassment. The fear you have to feel in any public speaking situation. Like when I see that done, I see a leader. I don't even hear what they say. It's good enough. Like it's like listen with the ears that you first had, because there is no way for you to gain any increase on that. Like you only know as much as you ever knew at the beginning of your life. You remember, like, you would laugh at stuff, you didn't even know English, you just knew something was funny. There's like a hand puppet that did something, so it's just fucking funny. Like, really just a ginormous God bless to Mr. Joe Biden, and really, definitely, of course, Barack Obama, as well as a heavy heart for Donald Trump, President Bush, even. You know, God bless America. President Bush. I just couldn't tell you one thing that was realistically an issue. What was the only thing that was wrong with him is, you know, our stupid fucking cocksuckers saying that there's something wrong. There's not. Like, pretend like that was the best. You know, if you're not going to get up there to show us how it's done, shut the fuck up. It's just so pathetic. I don't know if I only speak for myself, but I support my country. There's nothing you can just, nothing. Whatever it is, like, I'm gonna always have it in mind to take the blame. If I didn't do, I'll take the responsibility. Whatever it is, if there's a coward and doesn't want to fess up to whatever's wrong, I did it. I don't know what got over me. I assure you, like, I can have my people like that I don't have. Get right on that. I wish I had people. I probably won't. Like, I just don't see that in the forecast. Like, there's just white people everywhere. And they don't know how to either be creative or be uncreative, and pretend like they owe someone that they actually know that they don't. But I do that. Like, there's just a person, like, I always would keep ones in my pocket, just be like, what's this for? Like, what's what for? I didn't give you anything. Like, it's just that easy. But on a real note, like, I am Leon Cheater, a proud American citizen with basically next to no voice, I guess. Probably less than 100 views on this video, and I approve this message.